What's up, everybody? It's Mr. GMC. Today, I'm going to be taking out my transmission. My transmission blew, so I have to take it out and then go take it up north in Michigan to get it rebuilt. But right now, so far, I'm going to show you guys the process. I already started on it, but I haven't got too deep into it. So I'm going to finish showing you guys the process of where I started at and then continue to when I finish. So as of right now, I have the drive shaft from the transfer case to the rear differential. I have that taken out already. For right here, the U-joints, you're going to need an 11 millimeter for these bolts right here. So once you get that taken out, my next step is I'm going to come right here to the front drive shaft and U-joints connected to the transfer case. I'm going to loosen this up. Once I loosen this up, then I'm going to come and I'm going to basically loosen up all of the attachments that's attached to it. Then I have to go up here and loosen that up as well. That's for the floor shifter. So 1, 2, 3, and then disconnect all the wiring. Once you get that taken care of, then you go and you can loosen up the bolts that's bolted up to the transmission. As you can see, that transmission look pretty dang on new. That's because not even a year ago I got it rebuilt. So this time when I do it, I had a shop do it, but this time when I do it, I'm gonna make sure that TV cable is adjusted properly. I'm also gonna get a updated torque converter, and we're gonna get the GMC Jimmy rolling. Now I'm taking a 24 millimeter socket to the bolt connected on the side of the transfer case. Watch the washer when you're taking it off. I like to keep everything together, so I'm going to just sit to the side with the other one that I already took it off. Now you have this free. Now that you got that free, now it's time to finish working on this, the front driver shaft. That's going to be a 15 millimeter socket, wrench, whatever you use. I have this 15 millimeter. To the bolt. Once I have it loose enough, I'm just gonna take it out by hand. And there you go, I'm gonna set it with the rest of them that I got already taken out. So once that's unbolted, you'll be able to just slide that away from it and you can just leave it rested on here for now. Just be careful when you do take this cross member off. I think that's what this is called. Cross member, cross frame, whatever you want to call it. When you take this off, just be mindful that you did set this on there so it doesn't just come down and hit you. Also, you want to be careful because you don't want to mess up the U-joints. Next, I'm going to disconnect the floor shifter cable, which is going to be, let me look at that, is that a 14? Which is going to be a 14 millimeter. I believe it is a washer on here. So just be mindful that when you're taking it off, be ready to catch the washer. Don't just take it straight off. If you find it a little bit too tight to take off, just adjust the floor cable plate. Trying to get the washer off. I have these two. Keep these together. Do not lose these because you want to make sure you can put the right one back on. Also, it's a trick to the cable plate when you do put it on. It's a special notch that you have to line up correctly. So I'm going to show you guys that once I get to it. Next, now that I have that taken off, you get your wiring. All your wiring that's connected, go ahead and loosen that up. You got a cable at the top of the transfer case. Pay attention to what type of style the cable connector is. If it's the one that you have to push a plastic piece up and then pull it out, or push, you got to figure out which one that you're working with. The one at the top is the one that you got to pull off of, like the little plastic flange, you know, like how it's like this. You got to pull this part and lift it up. So just make sure you're in a good position to do that. Pull out, push up. And then there you go. There's the cable. I don't know if the camera can see it right now, but that's the cable. For this cable here, you have the 2 plastic pieces on the side. Pull apart and push away. From the transfer case, you can just let this hang for now, or if you want, you could like just set it like that. Just get it out of your way. Just verify that you have everything before you start the next step. You have this taken off, you have that taken off, that taken off, that taken off. I believe that is it for now. But just do a full wrap around the whole thing to make sure. I'm gonna need another jack stand because this is heavy. That's still pretty nice. I did a good job for that. Okay, so now I have this jack positioned onto the transfer case, so when I loosen up the transfer case from the transmission, the weight falls down to the jack. I'm able to hold it, and then I can gradually bring it down. I'm gonna speed the video so you don't have to wait through the process of me figuring everything out. So just hang in tight. Alrighty, so currently I only have one of the transmission cooler lines out, which is the top one, and I need to get that bottom one out. Being that I am replacing the lines anyway, I'm gonna have to cut that because that bolt is stripped. So I have to cut this line so I'll be able to put a wrench on there and get that taken out. Other than that, I have pretty much disconnected everything. Next is going to be unmounting the transmission from the engine and the flywheel. And then after that, it's going to be time to drop the transmission off. I got this tool from Harbor Freight. If you do need to ever cut a line, I recommend this tool. It's called a tubing cutter. I cut the brake line before and I used it right there. So it definitely works. So I'm going to be giving it another try today, see how that works as well. All right, so I was able to get that second transmission cooler line out. So now I'm gonna start working on getting the transmission unbolted from the engine. I will say that it is good to have you either one or multiple if possible, some oil pans, so that way you can catch all the fluid that's dropping when you're taking apart these components. So currently have the transmission out. Now it's just the next step of taking it to the rebuilder, get it rebuilt, and finish the process of getting the Jimmy back on the road for Easter Sunday. All right, so this is the next steps that I'm trying to work towards to get the Jimmy back on the road by Easter Sunday / spring / summer. Spring, summer, fall. But anyway, so I have to get the brake lines. I have to get the transmission coolant lines from LMC truck. After that, I just realized I have to get a TV cable. So TV cable, replace the rotor on the right passenger side because the driver's side is already replaced. The rear window, I'm gonna get that. I have the parts already. I have to put it back on track. The driver's side window, I'm gonna put that on track. Also have to replace the passenger side quarter panel window. So once I get all my windows taken care of, then I will be ready to put tint. Time to tint it up. I'm not gonna go too dark. Well, I really don't know yet because my Yukon is 5%. I don't know if I want to go 20% or 5%. I just know that I need some type of tint because the lights bother me with the fishbowl, but I can't do the lights. The headlights is too bright. I can't see. When them cars is on the side of me and just flashing the mirror, it's blinding me. When they're in front of me, they blind me. When they're behind me, they blind me. Pretty much that wraps up this video. Stay tuned for more videos. I do have a video of me replacing my radiator in my Yukon coming soon. Just be looking for those videos. I'm gonna be posting soon, so turn on your post notifications, subscribe, and like the video.